Alright guys, this is going to be game 2 for UCF versus Georgia Southern. This is your amateur shoutcaster speaking Imtis from GSU eSports. That is Georgia Southern eSports Team A for CSL regular season. This will be the second match. If you didn't see the first match, you should see it in the related tabs. You should see it right there. Go ahead and watch that, then watch this. Alright. Okay. So, as you guys saw, we did lose the first game. And we're going to go into this second game. You can see here, once again, I wasn't unable to go in from the lobby to spectate, so I cannot see the band champions, and I cannot see the pick order, but we do see the team right now. That's going to be Jimbo had a great Lucian. I think he went something like 10-0, 9-0 at the end of the game. We're going to have to see how his Draven does play out. We see Rekka was on that Soraka. Did decently well, but early game was a struggle for Jimbo. He really had to perform in order to size up to Fofo and Eggy in the bot lane. Same comp from before, so the only thing that Jimbo will have in order to face against them is he will be able to expect what's going to happen, considering it is going to be the same lane again for them. But that's going to be Pantheon on the Xaladin. Joey, now, he is on that Elise. He has been trying to practice the Elise, but in more recent history, not having too much success on the Elise. Hopefully we'll have to see if he can do some good with that. Wilder once again going in onto that Renekton. So with that said, that is 20 seconds left. Xiaomi had an incredible Lulu last game. Gonna go onto that Orianna. Most likely a common pick for her. Orianna not having too much of a place in the LCS right now with that high assassin mobility type champion. So it's 5 seconds on the clock and we will go into this second game. Alright, here we start loading up this second game. Now this is going to be Momo on that Lulu this time. I didn't mention that during the Champions. I actually didn't even notice it. Momo is going to be on that Lulu this time. He's going to try to take that for himself. Hopefully he can make more plays than he was able to do with that Morgana. And in fact, he most likely will be able to, that Lulu kit being so strong right now. Orianna will have the upper edge when it comes to farming and possibly harassing. But Lulu, if he can play that Lulu correctly, Momo should be able to out-trade with the shield as well as his glitter lances onto the Orianna. Hopefully, the only thing I can see being a problem, or Lulu will be in decent range for the Orianna pretty much at all times. Unless Momo decides to play it safe. But that will be an interesting matchup to see. I know Momo has been practicing that. With that said, the game will begin. It's going to be Malphite shot on that Malphite up against Wilder and Renekton. Most likely this lane isn't going to be very explosive. We do see the aggressive summoners on Malphite as well. Not going to be running any teleports or ghosts. It's just going to be the traditional flash ignite 4-shot up against Wilder. I can expect them to just to butt heads. Mix that one up. Just to butt heads here and there. Grabbing that CS. We may see some aggression though. Malphite's gonna have to watch out for his mana. If Wilder does get an early lead, he's gonna want to look to harass out that Malphite. Malphite cannot afford to waste his mana trying to harass rather than getting farmed and losing trades. We will be seeing the sustain for Malphite for a shot. He's going to grab that crystalline flask along with a couple of pots here and there, looking just to out-sustain. Not going to see that much action again from GSU or UCF. UCF getting a standard start. This will be a human ward placement across the map by GSU. Really not looking to start anything crazy here. So I'm going to scout that one out. There will be a pause by Who? I don't know. That will be Xaladin. Starting that pause. We're gonna see what happens here. Even Rec doesn't know what's happening. Everyone just... Connection issue for Pantheon, for Xaladin. Gonna wait that out and see if he does get back. And that's probably Reggie. That's probably Reggie saying that. Yep, Eggy. Just trying to say, wants to go to Zaxby's. That kid is hungry. He's a hungry guy right now. Both teams just talking it out right now. Getting hungrier by the second. Long John Silvers. The hunger is real. Just waiting this out. Trying to see. Let's look at the positioning right here. I actually am not allowed to do this. Never mind then. I was going to try to look around, but I can't. It has forced me to be still. Let's talk about these lanes right now, though. In the meantime, with the Draven Raka, once again, Draven being a high damage, really pretty versatile. Not as mobile though as Lucian, but definitely a playmaking champion for sure. That's all they're really looking for. That's what they did last game. That's what they're gonna try to do. Jimbo just being that carry, Rekov just landing good silences, good heals, restoring his mana. That's all they're really gonna all they're gonna look for. Relying on Jimbo to outplay both Fofo and Eggy. We do see Xaladin coming back into the game, so they're probably gonna start this one back again.
A summoner has reconnected.
And, actually, wait, no, that was him quitting. Now he's reconnected. There we go! He has reconnected. For these junglers, Pantheon, extremely high aggressive ganks. We can expect early ganks by him, much as the Lee Sin. Probably some more counter ganking again. It seems as though that would be Xaladin's style. So I can expect him to look to do that again. Onto Joey. I keep saying Joey. His name, that's his real name. Rubeola. Definitely gonna see that. Rubeola once again. I can see him going for ganks. He's gonna be playing more of his playstyle right now rather than on that Nocturne. But that's gonna be the start as well. Rubeola, you know, moving back and forth, making sure his mouth is still okay. Your mouth is okay. Don't worry about it, Joe. Do not worry about that.
Minions have spawned.
With that said, both Thresh and Draven just gonna be swinging around their blades. Nothing to see here. Real cute actually by both of them. They have their happy fun time. That's going to be Malphite and Renekton gonna both show themselves in the top lane at the same time. No experience gained by both of them. We're gonna have to see if this very well be a wet noodle fight, or are they gonna bang more than just heads? Are they gonna bang fists? We'll have to see how this works out. You see some harass coming by Rekov getting hit out right now, but she can just throw that heal on her if she needs to. But we will see. Oh, I feel that should have been the time that Rekov tried to do something right now. He is going to throw the flail onto Rekov. Eggy battling out, support battling out, ADC battling out. There's just a lot of damage coming out from both sides, but more damage once again on the side of GSU right now. But that's going to be a high HP Draven. We're going to see if he can put more on that. That's going to be the level of advantage by Draven's going to look to try to get in on this one. But that's going to be a lot of damage going on to Eggy. Eggy's just going to barely get out of that. Great play and capitalization by UCF's bot lane. The second they got to the level 2, they kicked it into high gear. Really showed their dominance. But that's going to be Wilder pushing that lane out. I can expect this since Renekton has no mana. He can afford to push like this and have Malphite suffer more so in that fact. He did reach level 3 before him, but that's going to be Pantheon's going to show himself right now. Rather, we'll be able to see that Pantheon coming up. He doesn't decide to move. Wilder making a bad, terrible decision right now, but actually that's going to be Pantheon backing off once again. Wilder getting out of the Nyx's skin right now. At first I thought he didn't realize he was coming, but with that, Wilder's going to back off. Pantheon will also go to his golems. This time, the bot lane is going into favor of UCS early game. Really making use of that level 2 advantage, even if it was for a second. That decision to turn up the gears really did it well for them. That's going to be Rubeola trying to get in on this. It's going to be the repel as well. Going to land a cocoon combo. This will be the hook as well. And play by Eggy, but Jimbo's just going to flash out of her to see if Reckham can get hit up some more, but that's going to be 200 HP for both ADC and support. But really unfortunate, though, that they could not grab the kill. That's more of a reset than anything. Nonetheless, a win for GSU. They're going to definitely use that to get themselves back in from that early game aggression that Draven put onto Fofo and Eggy. Like I said, just straight up farm fest by this top lane. There's button heads. Water looking to land a couple Qs here and there, but just auto-attacking for the most part. 25 to 25 CS. We do see Pantheon was trying to look for something in the mid lane. Just decided to put a ward down and hop on out of there. Fofo in a dangerous position. Manalus against 2v2. Fofo is now going to go back, but that's not going to be good for him. Draven's going to be able to bring that CS lead back in his favor. Looks as though Thresh is just going to wait for him. Not very timely backs by the bot lane, but nonetheless, all is good. All pretty much even in that sense. We do have in the mid lane though. I just noticed this CS discrepancy by Momo versus Orianna. I expected this to happen. Orianna is going to have a much better time farming than Momo will. Xiaomi's also going to be able to put more aggression onto... Oh, well, that's going to be flashed by Xiaomi. Going to flash straight onto that. We're going to see if he does throw that ult onto... Wow! A lot of damage by Xiaomi going onto Rubeola, but that shield is going to just barely save his life. We're going to see if... Oh my gosh! Beautiful combo by Xaladin. Great! He flashed in and W'd onto that minion to just barely get enough range for that Q to land onto Rubeola. Beautiful by Xaladin, showing that mechanics that suits him very well. We saw that Lee Sin play as well as the Pantheon play. Great. We're just absolutely getting to see more heads butting here in the top lane. We're going to see the trade being won by Malphite. We're going to see what Malphite does decide to build in the end here. If he's going to go for that aggressive Triforce, or if he's going to go straight tank. It would benefit the team for UCF more if he just went straight tank, but if he does get ahead, he can, but that's going to be hook and flay onto Jimbo. Jimbo's going to take a lot of damage right now. We're going to see he does fake. There's a flash as well by Fofo, as well as that's going to... the Caliber Net will be able to get him in distance for an auto attack. Another flay by Eggy. Eggy playing beautifully right now. He is just standing right behind that. We'll have to see if he does land that hook. He's going to try to go for that. Does throw the hook down. Will land that as well. He's going to go straight into Wreck of him. Wreck of him. Oh my gosh. Not enough right there. Doesn't manage to land that. Oh my gosh. That's a dead Fofo. Reggie playing beautifully, but overextended. They really wanted some more kills on that one, but they, even after that hook, Fofo, even after going in, I can understand Reggie's desperate attempt to go in and try to grab this kill, but with that Soraka able to heal herself at any moment is just dangerous, and you can see that while they're putting the pressure back on the shot, he's going to be happy with that, but that was just not good for Fofo. He did not need to go that hard onto him. But once again, well played by him. really catching that Draven out. If not for the misplay afterwards, that would have been a great win. But overall, we do see some more. That's going to be the blue buff going on to both mid laners pretty much at the same time. Momo doing well to get back in this from the CS discrepancy. He was like 19 below. Now he's only he's about 16, 15. But we're going to see Edgy going really hard back in onto the bot lane. We're going to see a lot of damage by Jimbo going straight onto Edgy. We're going to see if he does land more kill. That's going to be a great flash, not being able to connect that auto attack by Jimbo. He's not level 6 yet. About to see if he does. He's desperately trying to get to level 6 right now. I don't think he'll be able to. Nah, he won't be able to. That's going to be Eggy just barely getting out by that. But that will be the start of the dragon by Xaladin. Great timing to go really hard aggressive onto him like that. That is most likely going to be the first dragon going in onto UCF. And there it is. That's going to be the purple team, UCF, grabbing that first dragon, really showing a lot of TSM style. Just trying to make a play in the bot lane. Just, it's honestly very classic textbook League of Legends. That was very textbook of them to see the aggression by Eggy, counter it by going hard, forcing the bot lane to back out. Pantheon on the ready, able to react to it, went straight for the dragon, wasn't able to do anything on that. But you can see the bot lane of GSU not giving up yet. We can see Fofo really trying his best to get the best of this Raven. I don't know if he'll be able to, but that's going to be more harassment onto Momo. As I was saying, it gets really dangerous. Lulu does not have the greatest range on that Glitter Lance in order to farm that back lane. He's gonna have to, but that's gonna be the Lantern onto Rubeola. It's gonna be a lot of damage put on Wreck of him. That's also gonna be the net landing as well. They're gonna try to give this kill up. Nah, Rubeola gonna grab that for himself before he's able to flash or do anything funny. So that's gonna be a kill on Rubeola. Rubeola ganking beautifully right now. Great ganks by him. Great landing of his great cum shots, as Medios would say. I'm not gonna say that anymore. But great net. What are they called? Oh shit. That's going to be Momo. Getting actually out harassed, even under tower. Not looking good for Momo right now. That's going to be the man drop by Pantheon's gonna land straight onto Momo. Momo's gonna have to force to flash in. I don't know if that flash was absolutely necessary, but that no shockwave command. Yeah, no command shockwave by Oriana. Overall, good win. Man drop for a flash and ult trade on the side of Momo. But yeah, as I was saying, Rubeola doing great job landing good stuns, able to set up some great kills for Fofo in the bottom lane, as well as his own kill onto that wreck of him. That's going to be 2-3 right now. Gold lead in the favor of UCF solely on that dragon, that great play they made on the bot lane. But that's going to be really hard engage onto Waters, not really liking this the itemization on shot right now is incredible. They have the same CS. In fact, Water has more CS, but in this fact, you can see Water only standing on that boot and oh, that's going to be the hook on the wreck of him. But you do see Xaladin in the back trying to get ready for something. That's going to be wreck of him getting hit up right now. Also, the ult's going to just barely Xaladin, just barely saving Rekov right now. But that's going to be Rekov getting out of that. We do see Elise coming in for another gank right now. About to see if he does land this. The repel is going to come in. He's going to land more of that, but there's going to be flash as well by Jimbo, dodging out both the stun by Rubeola and the there's going to be both the stun used up by Rubeola as well as his cocoon. That's the name. I forgot. Cocoon. That's going to be the cocoon as well as the thresh hook flashed by Jimbo. Great time to flash back in. Obviously he figured that the combo pretty predictable but reliable nonetheless from Rubeola's. He's going to be spotted by that ward. Decides to back off. We're gonna see this definitely toward this 13-minute marker. Definitely a better start for GSU overall. Rubeola making his presence known, but that's gonna be the man drop. Oh my gosh, beautiful flash by Eggy to get Fofo out and barely live. Oh my god, what Eggy did there was he threw the lantern back, gave it to Fofo. As Fofo was traveling, he flashed, bringing Fofo along with him back into safety. Eggy playing beautifully right now, aside from Zanka. That's going to be the hook on a wreck of him. Rubeola also showing his up right now. Fofo's going to be coming inside. That's going to be a dead Soraka. Killed onto Rubeola. Probably could have given that the foe, but nonetheless, great engaged. Rubeola making his presence once again, playing beautifully on that Elise. Xaladin is going to look to get this blue buff for Sayomi. He's going to go on to him. We do see Shot recalling up the top. They're going to know he's gone for the time being. But Jimbo looking real scary in the eyes of Fofo with half HP, and no man is going to force him to back out. With Soraka dead, Fofo's not. Jimbo's not going to be doing any more. But Fofo going to look to stay in this. Doesn't want to give up any more damage by Jimbo onto his tower, but in that he forfeited his own HP in that fact. Maybe he should have just gone. I feel like that would have been the better decision. Now that Soraka's going to be back, no matter what Fofo does, Jimbo's gonna have more mana, Jimbo's gonna have more HP than Fofo. Fofo's gonna really play it safe. He can really look to play it safe right now. But 3-3 right now, even with the dragon, the gold for GSU is creeping very slowly back up, thanks to the help of Rubeola and his amazing ganks. We do see some trades going back and forth in the mid lane, but it's mostly a farm fest as I expected. Oriana getting a bunch of farm over Lulu. Lulu is a very stable champ though, so you can expect it, but that's going to be the harassment onto Momo. Momo shielding most of that damage up, so not going to take that. Wilder missing a CS right there. Wilder still not having the items that he needs. That was a blasting wand by Malphite actually. So he's going to do tons of damage to him. That's going to be stunned up under the tower. He's going to land a Q onto that. Not taking terribly, not taking too much damage, but it's going to be man drop on a Momo. Momo's going to land the shield as well as the ult back on him. He's going to try to get more damage onto Xaladin. Xaladin will be able to take him out there, but it's going to be the gank again onto bot lane by Rubeola. Not going to be able to grab anything there. Great man. Momo's going to have to watch himself for that. But that's going to be the dominance being put on by Wilder, so that he's not going to be able to he's not going to get that kill up on the tower to Malphite. He's going to pop that. But that's going to be the flash initiated by Rubeola. Is going to grab that kill for sure. He's going to try to land that W onto Eggy, but Eggy's definitely going to get him away from that. Great hook and ult by Sayomi. Sayomi's going to try to get out of that. It's going to be the cocoon back on to Sayomi, but Jimbo coming in at a great moment. Fofo is going to be caught up here. We do see Eggy as well going to be hit up, but he's going to try to dodge out. That's going to be the auto attack. Wow, beautifully done by him, and as well as the ult, but the hook landing on the Jimbo is not going to be able to pull him back into it, for he did sacrifice his life to land that hook. Great engage by them, but we're going to have to see Shot looking blood. That's going to be the command shockwave on Rubeola. It's going to get ulted, as well as him going to do a repel onto the race right there, but that's going to be more damage put onto Sayomi. Ace in the hole as well coming out from Fofo to just try to push him out. He will be able to be out of that one. No one dying on both sides. Rubeola really forcing the plays on the side of GSU, trying to get themselves back into this. That's going to be the dragon coming up now for both of them. But you do notice that Fofo was backing out. This dragon's going to be forfeited. Definitely going to be forfeited to that. You do see Wilder grabbed a lot of items actually on his back here, but I don't know if he'll be able to fight. It doesn't seem like he wants to fight Shot right now. Gladly take that tower for his absence, but with that, UCF capitalized and went straight to that dragon. Once again, textbook rotation. Made the play mid, pushed them out, away from the tower. Instead of pushing the tower, they decided, hey, dragon's going to be up, let's take it. More gold for them. but with them not taking towers, it's actually allowing GSU to survive this mid-game marker right now. But that's going to be the man drop on to Fofo. Fofo's going to get hit by Stand Aside as well. He's not going to be able to get out of this, most likely. With the flash as well as the Calvert, it's going to just barely get into the safety, but that's going to be the ult as well by Jimbo, and the flash to land another Q by Xaladin to grab the kill onto Jimbo. These man drops, both junglers on both sides, are playing incredible. Jimbo with that beautiful flash ability onto the minion play, which is giving Pantheon. But that's going to be a lot of damage put onto Jimbo. Jimbo turning back onto Rubeola. Soraka giving that HP back to Xaladin. Going to win that trade out. Both junglers right here. Junglers are the MVPs in this match. Xaladin landing pretty much every single man drop coming into use. Getting some great stuns and chain stuns in order to land Qs. Rubeola timing these ganks perfectly with his repel to the cocoons are what is solely is what's keeping these survivors. It's what's keeping them away from that 5k deficit. It's keeping them within that margin. The only thing that separates them are these dragon rotation pickups that UCF is doing well to grab for themselves. Can't imagine Wilder ever being able to kill Shot, as well as Shot ever being able to kill Wilder at this point. They're both just beating each other up, fairly trading. We do see the CS advantage going into the Malphite. Malphite's able to deal a lot of damage to, especially with that blasting one. He also dealt a decent amount of damage onto Wilder as well for himself. Whenever you can see Malphite, whenever he gets that passive back up for his shield, he goes in on Wilder, takes that damage from him for the shield, backs up. Once he gets that back, you can see him staying back. He's not going to go really hard onto Wilder until he grabs that shield back. So he's going to go back, and we do see the ping from Elise onto the top lane. Wilder's going to go hard onto Shot. Shot's going to see. That is a great cocoon landed by Rubeola. Rubeola's, and he's going to force to grab to unstoppable force out of that. Wilder knows that he's in here. This is looking like a dead shot right now. Great flash again by him, but that's going to be a flash as well by Wilder. Is going to grab that kill onto Rubeola from Shot. Great engage by them. Pantheon did try to show, but decided to give up there. But that's going to be more auto attacks by Fofo. He's going to try to grab more of that. We'll grab that lantern to get out of here. Pelt over Peacemaker to end that engage. Nothing much with that Soraka able to heal herself like that. Nothing much coming out from both. Just more mana that Fofo's forcing to give up by trying to get onto this bot lane. Just the heals are incredible. We do see Momo going really hard onto Xiaomi with the ult as well. Xiaomi's but here's gonna be another engage on the bottom by by bot lane. But we're gonna see the Rubeola repelling onto him. But we see, oh my gosh, Orianna. So strong right now. So strong. Rubeola, we're seeing him make plays all the time through this whole game. For the first time, he wasn't expecting that kind of damage. For the first time, he was taken out. We do see that lead, but here comes another huge man drop by Pantheon. It's going to land straight behind him. There's going to be a lot of damage put on the Foe. He's going to die as well to that. Going to try to land a hook onto Rekka, but not exactly landing as well. There's going to be a flash burn for Thresh too. Great man drops across the board. Xiaomi Senpai. Not even being phased by a gank. He's doing so well against me. So incredibly well. You see Wilder trying to make presence as well. He's taking more harassment than he needs to at this point. That red buff being really painful. Going in onto most likely just going to give up this kill, but we do see Rubeola, Xaladin going hard on Rubeola. Xaladin is going to back off as well as Draven. Jimbo's just going to back up back into his turret, and you see the dominance. This is the rotation that UCF played in the last game. They push or grab a kill onto GSU, push them out, cleared wards, put more wards in, grouped up in the jungle, and then backed out. Going back into the lanes. This is the dominance that they're showing. We do see Rubeola going hard onto Xaladin. Xaladin's not going to have any of that. It's going to back out as well. You see Wilder having trouble right now dealing with this farming Malphite at the moment. We do see Eggy showing himself on top, but he's not going to do much there for Malphite. Even if they did land that hook, there wasn't much they could have done. We do see 3 members being at the same time right now. Gonna get out of that. Momo should try to push this lane, but I don't know if he knows that there was yeah, he's just gonna grab that. He doesn't know that they all beat right there. MIA is not good for that, but we do see the dragon being pinged by both teams right now. That's going to be a man drop by Pantheon onto the dragon. We're going to see if they can do. They should try to look to blow him up right now. That's going to be the slow as well as Rubeola trying to land more kills onto that. He will grab that kill. That's also going to be Rekavum getting called out right now. We're going to see if they can get a team right now. This is going to be a 4v3 situation. Rekavum straight in the middle of everyone. It's going to be Beautify going in onto Rubeola, but as well as, oh my gosh, they try to make a play by putting the ball onto Rekavum. Rekavum didn't notice this. At the last second reacted on the flash. Shockwave command was already used at that point. We do see Wilder going hard onto Shot. Shot is forced to run away. We're going to have to see if Wilder can aggress onto that. Minion's blocking his cover right now. He's not going to be able to do anything else unless he does try to land that slice and dice. He will. That's going to be the, wow, just barely enough mana for him. He won't be able to do anything more than that. Wilder is going to back out. Malphite, Shot actually getting lucky for his mana regen, just barely give him enough mana to steal the speed away from Wilder. Giving him safety right now. Fairly even game as far as kills go. The objective control obviously in the favor of UCF right now, but overall you can tell, you can see the players on the side of GSU really stepping it up right now, especially Rubeola. But that's going to be another dragon melted, absolutely melted by them. That's going to be the coin as well, popped by Rekavum. We're going to see the stun land onto Eggy. Another more damage on that. That's going to be the kill on the Soraka. Being a scumbag, stealing that one away from him. They were just trying to check. Didn't realize that that part of the bush was warded. It's going to be detrimental for them. They don't have that thresh hook peeling. Yes, it's just being another hook onto Shot. It's going to land as well. Going to be more shield put on him by Oriana. He's going to take that pretty well. Wilder push that lane up. It's going to back out. I can imagine Wilder showing up in the mid lane again. You do see more damage put onto Rekavum. That's going to be a man drop, as well as the Unstoppable Force, missing the whole team, as well as the, wow, for the first time, UCF missing both ults. That's going to be 2 ults wasted, but as well as the command Shockwave used up. A bunch of ults wasted, but a full HP healthy UCF team isn't going to be faltered by this. Wilder going hard onto Jimbo right now. He's trying to get more kills right now. I don't know if he can do anything more than this. That's going to be Shot going straight in onto the team. Rubeola also getting caught up, trying to get more damage there. Wilder looking to be in a problem right now. Popton's dominance, not going to be enough for that. We do see Reggie going into the end of the team. Not going to be able to kill anyone either. That's going to be HP bars. Wow. That was just not the team fight they needed. Not the team fight they looked for. With this, it looks as though UCF is going to ride this mini team fight. Probably to the grave. With those ultimates down, it wasn't a terrible idea to engage, but Wilder didn't have any answer. No one was really behind him in order to stop this. We do see 4 damage put onto Fofo. Is going to be killed as well, but he will be able to grab that kill for himself. The shutdown goal going in onto Caitlyn. That was a ton of damage by Zan. That will be worth, though. Little frowning face coming from Pantheon. Didn't like that one bit. Wow. We do see the gold fairly even. The CS exactly even for both AD carries right now. But with that many deaths onto Fofo, that's a lot of time he was spent doing things. He could have had a lot more kills or CS in that fact if he didn't die on the time. That's going to be the Baron started by GSU. Let's see what does happen here. We do see Rekavum getting more vision. That's going to be most of the team coming back. Pantheon's going to have a drop for that. We're going to see if that's going to be the coin as well, popped by that. But we do see the ultimate from Shot going just simply onto Eggy. We do see Rubeola coming over the side. That is Sayomi. He's going to grab that kill on the Rubeola, as well as Rekavum. He's going to steal that away onto Wilder. Fofo not getting what he wants. Momo's going to be able to shut down Sayomi, but I don't know if Momo can get out of this. Maybe he does forced to pop that wild growth onto himself. Gonna miss that. Oh, missing that Xaladin is gonna be bad. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter what happens. That's gonna be Xaladin throwing his ease, his heart shot, or the critical strikes, as you'd like to call them, onto Momo. Risky call for them. If I were in the shoes of GSU, I probably would have just decided to start bearing it back off. Try to get them away from pushing. Maybe move into their jungle as one. Maybe hope to grab someone out, but they didn't know that Panther wasn't there. It would have been a 4v5 situation in that fact. But that's going to be the Baron Nashor for UCF, capitalizing on the mistake that GSU made, starting that Baron. That's going to be GSU just trying to gain their footing, and we do see the coin pop by Eggy. Eggy's going to try to land a fail onto Jimbo. Jimbo's going to try to get hit up by this, but that's a lot of damage from Jimbo going in onto Rubeola. That ult is going to land as well. Eggy pulling him in just to get killed right now. Actually, from the looks of it, Jimbo is huge at the moment. Joey not even being able, Rubeola not even being able to grab more kills, to do anything to that Draven. Draven just blew him out, did more damage than he could have. You can see the late game dominance that Draven has with that Yomu's Ghostblade being popped, as well as that the stacks from the Bloodthirster adding to really showed his damage to Spike as he fought Elise right there. Pantheon not even afraid of Wilder right now. Doesn't even care if he's a hulking gator. He's gonna go straight in onto him, push him out of lane, grab that CS. Wilder just gonna go grab his wife for himself. We do see some aggression on Fofo. We do. That will be Malphite. He's not gonna be doing anything, just showing his, rearing his face. Well, that's going to be Momo, possibly being caught out. We do see the man-jump coming from Xaladin. Xaladin goes straight into that great man shoppers on the Wilder. A lot of damage coming from both of them. That will be the wild growth onto Momo Chapman on himself. Xaladin's going to grab that kill onto Caitlyn for himself. We do see Eggy trying to peel away. Does a great job of doing it. Pops the coin to run away, and that's just two. Oh, we do see Rubeola landing a great stun on the Pantheon. I don't know if he's going to be able, okay, he's going to be able to get out of that. A lot of damage from Xiaomi. Just completely destroying right now. That Rabadon combo with the Void Staff dealing ridiculous damage onto Rubeola. Not even being able to do anything from the side. That's gonna be more jungle being grabbed by UCF right now. Once again, great rotations. For these team fights, what I'm noticing is just more of GSU having decent starts, but then making mistakes and having UCF capitalize. Like we saw in the previous team fights, Modified actually missing a lot of unstoppable forces, but in the end it didn't matter because there's a sword. In the end it didn't matter because the Oriana did so much damage, Draven did so much damage. The star player Rubeola during this match getting destroyed in a 1v1 against 2v1 if you count Eggy against Draven. But beautiful play by both junglers. Pantheon landing almost every single man drop and completely destroying. Good job for UCF grabbing that win, and this is Imtis out.